Shrouded in the mists of ancient China, a unique people emerged, shaping one of the region's most mysterious and resilient cultures. Their origins reach back thousands of years, to a time before writing, when they lived in rugged hills and remote valleys. But their story is not one of peaceful settlement, it's a story of resistance, survival, and a deep bond with nature and spirituality. For centuries, they refused to assimilate, holding on to their way of life, even as powerful empires tried to erase it. Their journey carried them across borders, through wars, and into exile. Who are these people whose spirit never broke? What secrets lie within their culture? Here are 15 fascinating facts that reveal the incredible history of the Hmong people. Let's start with their ancient roots. The Hmong are one of China's oldest ethnic groups, tracing their origins thousands of years back to the Yellow River region. Historically, they were part of the larger Miao group, which includes several related ethnicities. Over time, however, the Hmong forged their own distinct identity, complete with unique customs, language, and social structures. Their history is a mix of independent chiefdoms and periods under Chinese rule. Living in remote mountains became their strategy for preserving their culture against outside pressures. But their strong desire for autonomy often led to conflict with Chinese authorities, especially during the Ming and Qing dynasties. These conflicts, particularly in the 18th and 19th centuries, pushed many Hmong to migrate into Southeast Asia to escape growing persecution. At the core of Hmong society is a powerful clan system. There are about 18 major clans, each recognized by a unique surname. These clans function as massive, extended families, providing a vital social network for their members. They offer support in everything from conflict resolution and marriage arrangements to other social duties. One of the most important rules is that you must marry outside of your own clan. This practice isn't just about tradition. It's a strategic way to strengthen alliances between clans and maintain genetic diversity. Clans also serve as a form of governance, with elders guiding major decisions and mediating disputes. Even spiritual life is influenced by clan ties, determining roles in important rituals like funerals or shamanic practices. Despite migration and modernization, the clan system remains absolutely central to Hmong identity today. Now, let's explore why so many Hmong left their ancestral lands. For centuries, they were often labeled as rebellious by Chinese authorities because they refused to fully adopt Han Chinese culture and resisted imperial control. This resistance led to harsh measures, including forced labor, land seizures, and brutal military campaigns. The Hmong's desire for autonomy, coupled with significant cultural differences, only intensified these conflicts. By the 18th and 19th centuries, the situation had become so dire that many Hmong communities made the difficult decision to migrate south. They moved into the remote, rugged mountains of what is now Laos, Thailand, Vietnam, and Myanmar. The journey was perilous, but these isolated highlands offered them something they desperately craved: the freedom to continue their traditions without constant interference. Living in these new, mountainous environments required incredible adaptation. The Hmong became masters of a unique farming technique known as slash-and-burn agriculture. This method involves clearing small areas of forest by cutting and burning the vegetation, which enriches the soil with ash. It's labor-intensive, but it allowed them to successfully grow staple crops like rice, corn, and vegetables on steep slopes with poor soil, where conventional farming would be impossible. Alongside farming, they raised livestock like pigs, chickens, and cattle, which provided food and played a crucial role in cultural rituals. The mountain landscapes of Southeast Asia perfectly suited their semi-nomadic lifestyle, which demanded a deep, intimate knowledge of the environment and seasonal cycles. Over generations, they honed these skills, allowing them to thrive in some of the world's most challenging terrains. The Hmong's connection to nature also extends to their ancient hunting practices. Night hunting is a tradition passed down through generations, with both practical and social importance. Hunters typically go after small game like birds, rodents, or wild boar, moving silently through dense forests. They rely on their deep knowledge of the land, using moonlight as their only guide. Patience and precision are key, as they listen for the faintest sounds and watch for subtle movements to track their prey. But night hunting is more than just a way to get food. It's also a way to strengthen community bonds. Older, experienced hunters take younger ones out, teaching them vital survival skills, hunting techniques, and a profound respect for nature. This tradition remains an important cultural practice, a living link to their ancestors. Spirituality is the heartbeat of Hmong culture, and at its center is shamanism. This belief system is rooted in the idea that spirits inhabit all things from rocks and trees to rivers and ancestors. Hmong shamans, known as Sivneeb, are revered figures who are believed to have the ability to communicate with the spirit world. They are the bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. Their role is to heal the sick, guide the souls of the deceased to the afterlife, and maintain balance and harmony between the community and the unseen forces of the universe. Their powerful rituals can involve chanting, offerings of food, and sometimes animal sacrifices to appease spirits. Shamans are more than just healers. They are spiritual leaders, even in diaspora communities around the world. Many Hmong families continue to practice these traditions, keeping their spiritual identity alive. Alongside spiritual healing, the Hmong have a rich tradition of herbal medicine. This incredible knowledge has been passed down orally from one generation to the next. Healers, who are often shamans or respected elders, use a vast array of natural ingredients, roots, leaves, bark, and flowers to create remedies for physical illnesses and spiritual imbalances. The healing process is holistic. These herbal treatments are frequently accompanied by special prayers or rituals designed to amplify their effectiveness. This wisdom is carefully taught to younger family members who show an interest in the healing arts. Even today, in communities far from their ancestral homes, many Hmong people continue to use traditional remedies, often alongside modern medicine. It reflects their belief that physical, emotional, and spiritual health are all deeply interconnected. For much of their history, the Hmong had no written language. So how did they preserve their culture, history, and values for centuries? They did it through a powerful oral tradition. Before a written script was created in the mid-20th century, storytelling was the primary method of education and cultural preservation. Epic stories, wise proverbs, and intricate songs were performed at community gatherings and festivals. These performances weren't just entertainment, they were living archives, sharing lessons about ancestors, creation myths, and moral values. Traditional songs, known as Qeej, are particularly expressive, weaving together themes of nature, love, and personal struggle, connecting listeners to their shared heritage. This oral tradition was the vessel that carried everything from farming methods and marriage customs to religious beliefs safely across the generations. One of the most sacred elements of Hmong culture is a musical instrument called the Qeej. Made of bamboo pipes, this free reed mouth organ produces a deep, haunting sound that is instantly recognizable. The Qeej is most famously played during funerals and other important ceremonies. It is believed that its complex melodies are not just music, but a form of spiritual language that can guide the soul of the deceased safely into the afterlife. The instrument's notes are designed to mimic the tonal qualities of the Hmong language, turning its music into a form of storytelling. Learning to play the Qeej is considered a great honor, requiring years of dedication and both musical and spiritual knowledge. The Qeej is also played during Hmong New Year celebrations, serving as a powerful symbol of cultural pride and unity. You can't talk about Hmong culture without mentioning their stunning traditional clothing. It's famous for its vibrant beauty and intricate symbolism. The colors, patterns, and embroidery are not random. They are a visual language that reflects nature, spirituality, and regional identity. Women's clothing, in particular, is incredibly detailed, featuring bright geometric designs and elaborate cross-stitching, all done by hand. This intricate needlework is a highly valued skill. The style of clothing can even identify a person's clan or region of origin. These beautiful garments are worn with pride during important cultural events like weddings and, of course, the Hmong New Year. More than just clothing, many of these outfits are cherished heirlooms, passed down through generations, connecting people to their ancestors and honoring centuries of masterful craftsmanship. One of the biggest events in the Hmong calendar is the New Year celebration, known as Noi Pebkog. This festival is one of their most important holidays, typically taking place in late November or December to mark the end of the harvest season. It's a time to rest, give thanks for the harvest, honor ancestors, and welcome good fortune for the year ahead. The celebrations are filled with joy and community spirit, featuring singing, dancing, and feasting on traditional foods. One of the most beloved activities is a ball-tossing game called POV, where young men and women stand in lines and toss a cloth ball back and forth, often as a form of courtship. The New Year is also a time for important rituals, led by elders and shamans, to drive away negative spirits and bring blessings to the community. The 20th century brought a new, dramatic chapter to Hmong history. During the Vietnam War, thousands of Hmong in Laos became crucial allies of the United States in a conflict known as the Secret War. Recruited by the CIA, Hmong soldiers, led by General Vang Pao, fought against communist forces. They were tasked with disrupting North Vietnamese supply lines along the Ho Chi Minh Trail and rescuing downed American pilots. Their bravery and knowledge of the terrain were invaluable to the U.S. war effort, but their contribution went largely unrecognized by the public. When the U.S. withdrew from the region in 1975, the new communist governments in Laos viewed the Hmong as traitors. This led to brutal retaliation, forcing hundreds of thousands of Hmong to flee their homes and seek safety in refugee camps in Thailand, beginning a long, painful period of displacement. In the desperate conditions of the refugee camps, Hmong women created a new art form to document their experiences. They began making narrative textiles known as Paj Nadob, or story cloths. These intricately embroidered cloths depict vivid scenes from Hmong life. They tell stories of their peaceful village days, the horrors of war, their perilous escape through the jungle, and their journey to the refugee camps. Story cloths became an essential way to preserve their history and share their personal experiences with the world, especially since many were illiterate. Women also sold these textiles to support their families, providing a vital source of income. Over time, these story cloths gained international recognition as powerful cultural artifacts and a testament to the resilience of the Hmong spirit. Following the end of the war, a new chapter began for the Hmong people, resettlement. To escape persecution in Southeast Asia, many Hmong refugees were granted asylum in Western countries, primarily the United States. Starting in the late 1970s, thousands of families were resettled in communities across the country. Today, there are large, thriving Hmong American communities, particularly in California, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. In fact, the city of St. Paul, Minnesota, has the largest urban Hmong population in the world. Despite facing immense challenges, such as language barriers and cultural adjustments, the Hmong have built vibrant communities, contributing significantly to American society while diligently preserving their unique heritage for future generations. Finally, let's talk about the Hmong language itself. It belongs to the Hmong Mien language family and has two main dialects, White Hmong, or Hmong Daw, and Green-Blue Hmong, known as Hmong Nua. While the dialects are generally mutually understandable, they have differences in tone and vocabulary. For centuries, the language was purely oral, with no written form. As we've learned, all history and knowledge were passed down through speech and song. It wasn't until the mid-20th century that a group of missionaries developed the Romanized Popular Alphabet, or RPA, which is now widely used, especially in diaspora communities. Despite the existence of a written script, many elders still prefer the tradition of oral transmission. From their ancient origins to their modern-day communities, the Hmong people have preserved their culture, identity, and language through remarkable resilience and adaptability. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more fascinating facts. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories from around the world. See you next time.